Tesla and SpaceX's biggest problem going forward will be regulators NHTSA, FAA, and EPA. Welcome back to Solar, Ed, ICE to EV channel, where we dive into the most intriguing topics of our time. Tesla Model S. Tesla and SpaceX have become the poster children for innovation and disruption in their respective industries. Their ability to push boundaries and transform industries has made them the darlings of the tech world. However, as they continue to push the envelope, their biggest challenge going forward is not the competition, but rather the regulators. SpaceX has revolutionized the space industry, making it possible for private companies to send people and cargo into space. But as they expand their operations and send more rockets into space, they have to deal with the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, which regulates the industry. The FAA has the power to shut down operations if safety standards are not met, and with every launch, SpaceX is under intense scrutiny. Generally, Starbase fell under the No Significant Impact (FONSI) framework. Based on the mitigation requirements and minor impacts on wetlands and wildlife habitats, there was no need for an Environmental Impact Statement (EIS) or an Environmental Assessment (EA) review. The April 20, 2023 launch did have some issues with the suitability of the site to handle 33 Raptor engines. But with the concern improvement to date, that is no longer a concern. The major safety and site concerns of a major RUD on the pad or in flight would cause concerns and the FAA's denial of the SpaceX launch license. The lawsuits generated by environmental groups have no real merit or basis for the denial of an FAA launch license. The only impact on wetlands or wildlife habitats would be in the event of a major RUD takeoff or landing. An environmental assessment, EA, and a finding of no significant impact, FONSI, are both key components of the environmental review process conducted by federal agencies in the United States under the National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA. However, they serve different purposes and have distinct characteristics. Environmental assessment, EA. Purpose. The primary purpose of an EA is to evaluate the potential environmental impacts of a proposed federal action or project. It is the initial step in the NEPA review process. Scope. EAs are typically conducted for projects that are expected to have some level of environmental impact but are not anticipated to have significant effects on the environment. Documentation. An EA results in a detailed written document that outlines the analysis of the environmental consequences of the proposed action. This document includes information on the project, its purpose and need, alternatives considered, and the analysis of environmental impacts. Public involvement. EAs often involve public and stakeholder participation, including the opportunity for public comment on the proposed action and its environmental assessment. Outcome. The outcome of an EA can lead to one of two possibilities: a finding of no significant impact, FONSI, or a determination that further analysis is needed in the form of an environmental impact statement if significant environmental impacts are expected. Finding of no significant impact, FONSI. A FONSI is a determination made when it is found that the proposed federal action will not have a significant impact on the environment. Scope. A FONSI is typically issued after an EA has been conducted, and it signifies that the project's environmental impacts are not substantial enough to warrant the preparation of an environmental impact statement. Documentation. A FONSI is a concise document that explains why the project will not result in significant environmental effects. It summarizes the key findings from the EA. Public involvement. Like EAs, FONSIs often involve public input and may include responses to public comments on the environmental assessment. Outcome. The issuance of a FONSI means that the federal agency can proceed with the proposed action without the need for the more comprehensive and time-consuming EIS process. It is essentially a determination that the project can move forward without significant environmental concerns. In summary, the main difference between an environmental assessment, EA, and a finding of no significant impact lies in their purpose and outcome within the NEPA process. An EA assesses potential environmental impacts and can lead to either a FONSI or a decision to conduct a more extensive environmental impact statement if significant impacts are anticipated. A FONSI, on the other hand, signifies that a project's environmental effects are not significant enough to require the preparation of an EIS, allowing the project to proceed with appropriate mitigation measures. Tesla showroom. Tesla, on the other hand, has disrupted the automotive industry with their electric cars. Their cars are not only stylish but also eco-friendly, which has made them a popular choice for environmentally conscious consumers. However, as they continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, they have to deal with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, which regulates the automotive industry. With every new feature and innovation, Tesla has to ensure that it meets the safety standards set by the NHTSA. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, is no stranger to controversy. He's known for his bold statements and his willingness to take risks. But as he leads these companies into the future, he knows that working with regulators is crucial. He understands that safety should always come first and is willing to work with regulators to ensure that his companies meet their standards. Tesla Model X. Despite the challenges, Tesla and SpaceX remain optimistic about the future. They believe that they can continue to innovate and disrupt their respective industries while also meeting the safety standards set by regulators. And with Elon Musk at the helm, there's no doubt that they will continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. SpaceX rocket launching. In the end, the future belongs to those who are willing to take risks and push the envelope. And with Tesla and SpaceX, the possibilities are endless.